Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Southwich here coming to you with the video. Today's video is about selling my home. Yes, I've made a couple of videos about selling my home. However, it's been a minute since I made a video. I've been a few days, been busy. And have everything packed up right now, so can't really do anything witchcraft related, spells, videos, anything like that. So I decided to do one on the house. I have showed a couple of times my house emptied out. In this video, I'm going to do a little ranting and raving, if you will. This has been 3 years of my life. This has been the biggest racket, the biggest crock of bullshit. I want to say one of the worst things I've ever had to deal with in my lifetime. Never sold a house before, and hopefully I will never have to again. I've spent 3 years of my life and a whole lot of videos cleaning out this house, cleaning it up, painting it, getting it emptied out. Been all this year trying to sell it. It's sold, actually sold on April the 4th. The buyer came out and looked at it on St. Patrick's Day, March 17th, while I was out having green beer. They were showing the house. My agent was showing the house. Had the key box on the door. So March 17th, St. Patrick's Day, they came out and looked at it. They were interested. They came back, for a second view. Ended up buying it on May 4th. It was supposed to close on May 22nd. It didn't. It was supposed to close on Friday, June 5th. It did not. So as of Thursday, June 4th, it had been 2 months since this house sold and has not closed yet. Every day is something else, something else, something else. I've been mad. I've been upset. I've been aggravated, disgusted, the whole 9 yards. Nobody can give me an exact date on when this house is supposed to close. I can't make an offer on a new place if I don't have a date. Twice I've had to put the light and water departments off from going ahead and turning the power off and turning the water off to get the final reading and the final bill. Of course, don't want to be here without power and water. And it's ridiculous. I'm so tired. I'm just so tired of all of this. This was a little half bath. This is going to be one of my longer videos. This house was burnt. A man fell asleep in the bed with a cigarette. Burnt through the top. The insurance company paid him off. He packed his things and left. I don't know what was going on with the land, but the trailer ended up, this was double wide. It was custom double wide, one of the biggest ones made. It was took apart, covered back up, the two sides put over in a field. My sister brought it over here and gutted it completely. When I say gutted it, there was nothing, folks, but the outside walls. So when you look through here, it does not look like a double wide trailer on the inside, because really it's not a double wide trailer on the inside. It has sheetrock. It has 2x6 floor joists. It has 2 layers of 3/4 inch plywood on the floor. It had new house windows put in, or windows you would put in a house. So it went from a 4-bedroom, 2-bath down to a 2-bedroom, bath and a half. My sister did not have children ever, so she did not need the 4 bedrooms. They were older, in their 40s whenever they built it, so they did the one extra bedroom just for guests, which they never have had a lot of, and I'm very thankful that the extra room was there and not being used. It became my room. The carpet was old and bad and stained, so I tore all the carpet out. But they only had carpet in the 2 bedrooms. I tore the carpet out, stained the floor in my room, was getting ready to stain the floor in here and never got around to it, but however, it is covered with Thompson's water seal, so it's sealed really good. I just never got a chance to stain it. It has the his and hers closets, if you will. They're both the same size. My room ended up being just a little bit smaller than this room and the one closet. They did this 30 years ago. Yeah, it needs some cosmetics and needs to be updated. I painted it. Mentioned in some videos where I painted it. I painted the doors black because just never was happy with the way they looked with the regular off-white paint on them. Yes, I did do the off-white everywhere, trying to make it easier for myself. In here, I broke up a little bit of the off-white with the blue. I painted this in 2024. Yeah, the floors are nasty, even though I sweep them daily. With 2 long-haired cats and Vader in the house, pet hair is a constant issue. Love the mop sink in here. A lot of cabinets. My sister made sure she had lots of cabinets. I've been here for 8 years. I've enjoyed living here for 8 years, even though I had a lot of bad times here with the health-wise of my mother and sister and a few other things that went on here. Sadness is in your walls, folks. I'm going to get off the real estate and selling a little bit here. The misery in your home or the happiness in your home, or both, is in the walls of your home. So in the one video, I explained that I had to go through and sage the house from floor to ceiling, from top to bottom, every corner, every room, then open the windows and blow it all outside. I took my mirror. I had a mirror in the window, which your mirror reflects everything outside. Removed the mirror. I mean, it just... I've done a lot of things trying to sell this house, a lot of spells and rituals because, not really rituals, but spells because I really wanted to sell it. I started out just selling it the normal way on my own, and that was taking so long. So then I started doing spells. And to sell the house, they worked. I did a couple videos to St. Joseph. And I did, like I just mentioned, the cleansing of your home, get all the bad out. Every time somebody has walked through, I go through and resage my house. I've always kept a barricade across the door to my bedroom because no one needs to enter my bedroom. And I really don't want to do saging and stuff in there, which I go ahead and sage it anyway, even though no one actually got to walk in there. Fireplace my dad built for them. It is a wood-burning fireplace with the chimney outside. However, my sister installed gas logs. You could take the gas logs back out and it'd be a wood-burning fireplace. However, if the bricks inside got damaged, you would have to replace them. Well, nose running, sorry. Had a leak, water leak, ice maker leak in the wall. Put it all back, fixed the wall, but I did not put the vinyl back because, again, I knew I was going to sell the house. A big pantry here. Lots of cabinets, lots of room in the pantry. The vinyl is trashed. Yeah, the vinyl does need to be replaced throughout the house. It's probably going to need to be repainted, because I took everything down, painted it, and then put things back, because at the time I was not really trying to clean it out. My sister was still alive, and again, it was her place, so I was just trying to make it feel more like my own place, because I lived in the one bedroom back there the whole 8 years. And everything I owned was in this room down here, plus it's my Halloween house and shed. So basically, I've lived in one room for 8 years. So when my sister passed away, I did try to make it more of my own place, because she was in the nursing home, and then my mother was in the nursing home. And again, I'm just trying to make it feel more like, my own personal home. But then, to make a long story short, where I'm going with this is, then when she passed away and I decided to sell the house, there was holes in the walls, put back in the walls, so to speak, that where I had just painted. And yes, you can see the spots on the walls. I just got tired with it too. I mean, it's not the best paint job in the world, but when I painted it, it was full of furniture. I would have to move everything to one side of the room and paint and then move it back and paint. So I was overwhelmed. I was just tired. So, the paint's not the best. Also, you can see the black right here. The chair rail, I started out gonna paint it a different color in every room, blue, pink, black. And then I just got tired. It was gonna take forever to paint, all of the chair rail in here. So I went back over it with the antique white. Again, didn't do the best, didn't do the greatest, but again, I was doing all this by myself and just got tired with it. And so they may paint it. I don't know if the buyer has planned on moving in and finishing it out or just moving in it the way it is. I haven't asked because I really don't care. But again, I've never sold a place, and if I never sell another one, I'll be happy because this has been bullshit. Utter ass, now you're gonna hear the Old South Witch's mouth. Utter ass fucking bullshit, people. It's been, everybody was on the bandwagon that it was built to site. Yes, it was built to site because they moved it over here, lived in a single wide beside of it while they worked on it, paid for it as they went along. They never owed a dime on it. Never had financing or anything. They traded a lot of the work and did a lot of the work themselves. So it was all paid for when it was said and done. Everybody was on the bandwagon that it was built to site until the freaking appraiser came out here and he says, oh no, you still got to consider it a double wide. Okay, so with that being said, they had to send a structural engineer out, not engineer, but a structural inspector out. Okay, he's fine with everything other than, well, it needs straps put under it, hurricane straps put under it. Really, dude? To put it nicely, it has the metal roof, it has concrete blocks under it, it has a rock foundation underpinning, not foundation, but rock underpinning. It's had a metal roof put over the oak shingles. It has 3 porches attached. It's not going anywhere. But this, I feel like, was just another way to fuck with everybody. So I had to wait for that. Got the inspection back on that everything's good to go. Had to have a handrail put up out there on the porch because I didn't really need a handrail. And nobody had a problem with it not having a handrail. There's my pet carrier to move the cats. But you can see I had the handrail here. And over here around the steps, that's new because that was not put on there. Well, that had to be done. And I said, no holes in my siding, which there's holes in my siding, which is bullshit because as of right now, until somebody pays me, this is still my damn house, people. Whether that's hateful or mean or not, hey, I'm an old witch. I really don't give a fuck, I said no damn holes in my siding. This room, Bruce got an inheritance when his mom passed away. The house was done. They didn't need anything. They already had an RV and was taking camping trips and, life was good. So they decided to use the money to build an addition on the house. But my sister wanted a screened-in room. My brother had talked Bruce into doing an addition by telling him, oh, it'll only make the value of your house go up. Well, they didn't need the value of the house to go up, and they didn't need the addition. The house was already too big, big enough for them with just the 2 of them. So they kept getting into it over this, and it never got finished. When I came over here, this door was nailed shut. There was a few boxes here. There was not steps, nothing. I've had the steps built since I've been here. Used this for storage. Very thankful that it was here because when I moved over here from the farm, there was not sheds out here. Those are my sheds. One's my mother's, one's mine. But we did not have storage other than this big room, so I'm very thankful that it was here. I actually had a stepladder stuck or leaned up against the wall right here and to put stuff up on the porch and then climb up the porch and walking in the house when I moved over here. So I had to move everything I owned in here without steps. It was difficult, but I made it. Then when I got out of truck driving school and come home for good, started driving a dump truck, everything I owned was right here in this room. other than my purse and a suitcase with clothes in it. So I had to empty this room out, find everything. Did have a couple of yard sales and got rid of some stuff. Some family members took some things because yes, this room was full. This whole house was full when I started. Again, I've been slowly emptying it out and cleaning it out. The buyer did the final walkthrough yesterday. And as of right now, they still cannot tell me a closing date on this house. I have cussed these people. I've been rude to these people. I've been hateful to these people. I've been everything. Because it's like they're dangling me from a string like I'm a little puppet or something. Because, look around. I have a dog, 2 cats, car, truck, 2 motorcycles. My 2 sheds are going with me. How do you people expect me to be out of this house if you can't tell me when the hell it's going to close? And what day I can count on, okay, I've got to totally be the rest of the way out of here? Now, that's the ridiculous part. I signed an extension when it didn't close on May 22nd to close on June the 5th. I almost didn't sign it on June the 5th, but I feel like I've come too far to turn back. And then this old agent for the buyer had the balls yesterday to say, well, now, what if it don't close on the 12th? What if they say, well, it's going to be Monday? I'm sorry, I'm really not trying to mock her, but I shot my face around and looked her right in the eyes with the expression on my face that, lady, you need to shut your mouth and stop right there. Because I can't say right now what I will do in that situation, but you can look in my eyes and see that that's really not a good damn idea. I'm tired of living like this with everything packed up. I can't plan on getting help to get out of here. I can't plan on getting help to move my sheds without a date. So you're playing with the ticking time bomb here. You're going to keep on jacking with me. And here again, where y'all see witch's attitude come out. Y'all going to keep on jacking with me and fucking with me till I'm going to throw up my hands and tell you, fuck you, go away. And then you're going to waste all this time with your inspectors and having these straps and shit put on this house, which costs $3,000, by the way. Because I'm fixing to tell you to go fuck yourself. Now, I'm tired of all of this crap. And again, it's nothing but a racket. And real estate agents and lawyers are both some crooked-ass people when it comes right down to it. They're all about their little commission. They don't give a damn about the person or what they put you through. All they know is their little commission they're going to get for doing practically nothing, by the way. Typing up some papers and doing some showings. Hell, I work hard right here in this house every day than what them freaking-ass people do. But anyway, I'm not going to get into all that. But yeah, I am sleeping on my coffin. You can see I'm not going to show all of it. But I can show down the side here. Yep, sleeping on my coffin. I mean, this is ridiculous that I've been packed up and ready to go for months now. And for 2 months now, I've been totally sitting here every day going, is it going to be today? Is this going to happen today? Is somebody going to call me today and let me know when this house is going to close? And it hasn't happened yet. And again, I'm real discouraged. I'm real aggravated with the whole situation. And I hear, well, we got to the 12th. Well, it might close on the 9th. It might close on the 10th. But now it might close on the 12th. Which the hell is it, people? You know, get your head out of your ass and tell me when this house is going to close, or leave me the hell alone. Go find somebody else to annoy. Buy somebody else's house. And then the buyer explained to me that he'd been looking for a year for something. Well, hey, I've been looking ever since this started 2 months ago and have bought 2 places and then had to turn around at the last minute and cancel the contract because of 2 different reasons for just stuff that I refused to deal with, you know, on the new place. So now I ended up buying a place. I'm not going to get into that right now because that's being new videos coming up that I really didn't want. Really don't care for the location as well. But if this place ever does close, then I've got to have somewhere to go. So again, it's just been the biggest ordeal. I don't recommend anybody selling their home unless they absolutely have to, or unless you've got plenty of money, plenty of time to where you can say, okay, if it takes 6 months, a year, whatever, I'm good. Because nothing happens fast, nothing happens quick. It never sold at all last year. I knew it was going to sell this year. I did know that, okay, it will sell this year. I just didn't know it was going to be this big of an ordeal. I just paid $100 to have the grass mowed. The grass was real tall. I was not going to mow the grass. The place had sold. It got real tall and was worried about snakes. Vaders chasing something around the house. Got worried about snakes with the dog and the cat and, me walking across the yard. Because they show themselves to me. That's a witch thing with animals. They present themselves to me, snakes and all. I'm not a fan of snakes, but I don't, it is what it is. They can bite me and I can shoot them, There's your bottom line there, but of course I won't shoot them unless I have to. But we're not going to get into all that. But yeah, the grass looks better, so I am very thankful that the grass got cut, finally. Gonna end it here. Like, share, subscribe, tell your friends, comment. Come on, y'all. You watch my videos, but nobody comments. You don't subscribe. Grow my channel. Help me out here. Inspire me to do more videos. I know I've done a lot of ranting and raving in this one, and this is gonna be for my total 100% fans because it's 21 minutes long, over 21 minutes long, and it's hard to get somebody's attention, keep somebody's attention for that long, I do know. Like, share, subscribe, tell your friends. Look forward to seeing you in my next video. Y'all cross your fingers that this place will sell before the old South Witch runs amok and tell them all to shove it up their ass. Getting real close there. Yeah, Vader, I'm gonna let you in, son. Like, share, subscribe, tell your friends. Look forward to seeing you in my next video. Love and light.